Alright, today is a video post, kind of an impromptu video post, because yesterday I got on my front doorstep the most favorite marketing tool for a lot of businesses, the Yellow Pages. And I thought it'd be cool just to do a couple things. Now normally I would bash the Yellow Pages because today's world, everybody's looking online for things. If you want to go find a lawyer, a dentist, those are just, I keep picking from the same niches, but you know, anything. Even if you're a business-to-business type person, you're going to go to Google or something and you're going to search for that locally because that's where all the nice results are. It's much easier than having to search through. So I'm going to make this post kind of weird. I'm going to do 3 cool things of how you can make your Yellow Pages ads actually work if you are currently advertising in the Yellow Pages. And then we'll talk about 3 reasons why you should cancel your Yellow Pages and go strictly online. And yes, it's biased because yes, I do offer those services, but I'll give you good reasons about why. So let's go over number 1. So here I go again with dentists. I just pulled up open to a dentist's person's page. And the reason I chose this one, well really there's not really any particular reason. But you see, here's one ad of it's a big ad actually, almost a full page ad in color, which probably costs multiple thousands of dollars a month. And then you have a similar type sized ad on this page, all black and white. There is no real call to action here. The number's nice and big on each of them, but no real call to action about why should I call? Like, why should I choose this dentist as opposed to this dentist? They use color so it actually looks a little bit prettier and more eye-catching, but I can make a mistake if I don't choose them maybe, and so you don't really know. So tip number 1 is make a strong call to action. In fact, what I would do if I were a dentist, as I would say, like, here this person says denture. So obviously if somebody's looking for dentures, that's what they're targeting. But give some free information away of why, or like how to properly use dentures, or how to properly choose the right denture, how to wear them and clean them, and things like that. People want to know the information behind it. And if you give away a free report, so let's say you say, call now to get your copy of a free report talking about dentures, then they're going to call that number, get the free report, and be like, oh, this is the denture I probably should be using, or this one isn't right for me because of this. They get that free information. They're going to give you a call when it comes time to get those dentures because you showed that prospect that you're the real deal. And for this one, I mean, if I'm looking for a dentist, the magnet just fell off. If I'm looking for a dentist, I mean, to me there's no difference between this dentist, this dentist, this dentist. There's no difference between any of these dentists to me except for nothing. But if they give away something, then I'm going to like them more. It's pretty simple. And nobody's really doing this, as you can tell. And I don't know why. I mean, this is pretty basic stuff. If you're an internet marketer and you happen to come across this video, you know this already because you're on the internet, but you got to have a clear call to action. So number 1 is make a really clear call to action. Number 2 is notice these phone numbers. Use a 1-800 number that you can track, so that way you know if the call came from the Yellow Pages. So you can go simply to a service, and I'll link up a couple services and do a simple Google search will let you find them. But you can get a 1-800 number that every single time somebody calls, you'll be able to track where it came from. So if you use a specific number for the Yellow Pages, you'll be able to track, does my Yellow Pages ad actually pull? And that's really important because if it pulls, then obviously you're doing something right and it's working, and if it's paying off the investment, then great. But if you have a Yellow Pages ad and you're noticing nobody is coming from the Yellow Pages, or maybe only 1 or 2 if even that, then you know, why am I wasting my thousands of dollars every month on a Yellow Pages ad when I know for a fact that it's not working? So that's tip number 2, is use a trackable number to call if you're doing numbers. Tip number 3 is, besides, it's going to be kind of with that call to action, but really emphasize your website and give away something for free. So it's going to be called a lead magnet. Give away a free report. Give away a free consultation, a free something. Give away something to somebody to make them go to your website and fill out a lead page. In internet marketing, when you're doing this, what you do is you usually ask for just the email address because that way you can then email them repeatedly afterward. But if you're a dentist, you might want to get their name, the email address, the phone number, maybe the physical address if you're going to give away like a free report and send it to them in the mail, which could have all your marketing material in it, easily helping them choose you opposed to this person. Because right now there's no difference. It's really important to do that. Because, for example, in Charleston, Daniel Island is very close to Mount Pleasant. This may be more convenient to go to, but if this person's in all over the place, but let's pretend they were in Mount Pleasant. I could easily go to them as well. So it's really important to kind of do that. So those are 3 tips to why you should, or how to make the Yellow Pages work for you, or to even know if it is working for you. So 3 tips about why not to use the Yellow Pages is nobody that I know, I mean, granted, I am a younger generation, and I am kind of quote-unquote in the internet age, but nobody I know really uses the Yellow Pages. In fact, I just got back from visiting my parents up in Philadelphia, and I'll try to wrap this up. I know this video is getting kind of long, and I might just type the rest of this up. But we went to an inn. We went to the Poconos, and my mom rented an inn, or we rented a room in a little bed and breakfast. And I asked my mom, I said, Mom, how did you go about that decision process when you went to go book that room? What was the first thing you did? Well, she told me, and she's actually 50-something years old, so she's even an older generation. She's a late baby boomer generation. But she said, I went to Google, and I typed in Poconos bed and breakfast. So she started on the internet. And then I said, well, what did you do next when you went there? So she goes, I found a couple of people who said well, they have what they have. I immediately ruled out a bunch of them because of price. And then she said she kept 3 that she found in Google because they were in her price range. So she decided to do further research. She then went to go ask her friends if they've ever been to the Poconos, and 2 of them actually have, and they recommended this one that was one of her 3. So what's interesting about that is she didn't go to her friends first. She went to the internet first, and then went to her friends. That's important to realize because the internet's immediate. I can go to the internet now, get research on inns in the Poconos. I can call up my friends. I may get voicemail. They may be out of town. They may be somewhere else. It may take a couple days to finally get a chance to talk to them about it. But the internet gives me immediate results. Yellow Pages, I have to flip through, look at a bunch of ads. Lots of them are super tiny that don't really say anything. There's nothing distinct about this. This is a church. There's nothing distinct about this church as it compared to this church, or this church, or this church. Well, that's chiropractic center, but I hope you get my point. So everything starts, even with the older generations now, everything starts on the internet. It doesn't start with the Yellow Pages anymore. And that's one reason, if you'll notice, look at how thin this is. I remember when I was a kid, Yellow Pages were huge. They were almost like that thick, like almost twice this. And that just shows you what's happening. So I hope this helped. I'll write everything down. And if you catch us on YouTube, visit my marketing blog. It's for local businesses. This is not geared toward internet marketers, but it's local businesses at washoutmarketing.com. I also have free videos. There's actually 4 or 5 videos I give away. I say 4. We've got a 5 bonus one in there that help you with looking at your website, looking at your pay-per-click campaigns, if you're doing them, if you're not doing them, how you should be doing them, your website SEO for local businesses, because that is one thing that is wide open, especially in Charleston and South Carolina areas. There are lots of businesses that should be ranking number 1 that currently aren't. So you can get those videos for free, even get a free consultation. So if you're a local business and you find this and you want to talk specifically about your website, your market, fill out my contact form. We can get in touch for free. There's no cost, no obligation either. If you don't have to do business with me. You can just get some good information. But there it is. So go washoutmarketing.com, and I will see you on the next video post, which will be on Friday for the book review.